Anita R. Perez Design and Artwork. That's where you can find all her work. Today's show is Anita Perez. Hi, Anita.
Hi, Lillian.
Guess what? You are the guinea pig. That's what we call them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I have to explain that, or you want to explain it?
Well, because this is an experiment with your equipment.
It is. Yeah, how cool. You can always say, well, gee, I was the first one that did that. Now, let me talk to the friends for a minute here. This is what happens is, I can't go like I used to, and so, of course, I discovered social networks, and I have almost 600 very unique, wonderful friends from around the country, and so the only way we could figure out how to interview them is to do through Skype. So we all got on Skype, right, Anita?
That's true.
Only problem is when I want to film it, it has a line against in the middle there, and so I've got a different monitor, and line is gone. So now we can do interviews and inserts, and in case you're wondering, I'm right down here in the corner, very, very little. And so here I am. Don't move anything, Anita.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. So anyway, so here I am, just so you know, and the beautiful lady looking at Anita Perez. So Anita, how did we meet?
We met on Facebook.
Yeah. Do you remember how?
We were introduced by Lia Shapiro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to look at your beautiful jewelry. And one day I thought, oh, I want to know what makes her tick. And a little did I know who you really was. I just thought you was a jewelry lady. So, and as you can see, I am still smoking. And so Anita, let's get to you. How did you get from here to here? But you give yourself a title. Who is Anita Perez?
Well, let's see. I am a crafts artisan. I am a diviner in that I practice cartomancy and palmistry and astrology. And I'm a pagan, a neo-pagan, and an herbologist, and a gardener, and an animal lover, and a performance artist, and a mad chef.
For those of the friends that don't know what a neo-pagan is, you want to give us a quick explanation? A definition, actually, of both.
Okay, I practice a nature religion that believes in both a goddess and a god. And basically, I believe that everything is alive, including the planet, the stars, the other planets, the sun, the galaxy, everything. Everything is alive.
Is that what the word neo stands for? That's what.
No, neo means new.
Oh,
I'm a new style pagan.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that either. Hmm?
Some people would probably consider me an animist because I believe that everything is alive.
I've never heard that term before either. And I talk to you every day, so I know you can define words. Can you define that one?
It means a person who believes that everything is alive. Everything is animated. And I don't mean cartoons.
Aren't you glad I asked? I have a crazy cat here. I don't know if you can see her or not. She is just beside herself about something and wiggling the camera. I don't know what's wrong. My cat's been like that for 3 whole days. And, excuse me. Some thought it was the heat, but it's not. And Anita's been trying to talk to her, and she won't. You never did figure out what the cat wanted, do you? Did you?
No.
You're a strange kitty, Miss Girly. Okay.
It would be different if I had contact with her. Like, if I could put my hands on her, I'd probably figure it out. But
now, we have discovered that we can do Reiki and quantum touch per Skype.
yes.
And that works fairly good. She's sitting here watching. She's confused. There's three of you. Because you're on the computer, on the monitor, and on the camera. Okay, enough about this now. So, Anita, would you want to tackle? Oh yeah, well, you're also a talk show host.
Oh, yes, and a published author.
That's right. I'm going to give you a free hand. Where do you want to go first?
Well, I just finished recording a show. We interviewed a wonderful tarot artist who created a recently released deck called Tarot Illuminati.
You happen to have it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can you hold it up for me?
Sure.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Let me see if I can zero in on that a little bit. Oh. Oh. I got a full view of my living room. Okay, I got it. And to the viewers, I'm not editing this. This is an experiment. So you got to see part of my living room here. Okay, but it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is an amazing deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's even the packaging is extremely beautiful and classy. It has this magnetic closure. Very, very nice.
Is it pretty spendy or is it affordable?
It's amazingly affordable.
It is.
So this is so modest. I don't know how they could even afford to sell it for such a low price as available for now. I believe that the average price on Amazon right now is about $29.
Oh, that's a lot cheaper than my skimpy one that I have.
This quality of printing, if the book even is extraordinary, even the book is amazing. But the cards are so over the top.
Mm-hmm. So where was your gentleman at that you interviewed today?
He was in Pennsylvania.
And you are in?
And I am in Maine.
And your director, producer is?
In Texas.
And your sidekick, your partner, I shouldn't call him a sidekick.
My co-host is in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
So we're literally scattered all over the country, and yet we're able to do interviews all together, cooperating.
And it's on Penn Network, P-E-N. Is that the...
Yes, Para Encounters Network.
Okay. And it comes... Give me the times, please.
The show airs at 12 midnight Eastern Time on Fridays. Well, Friday going into Saturday morning.
It would be 9 o'clock our time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And we also, the co-host and I each have our own show on Thursday nights. I have a show called Aphrodite's Kitchen, which airs at 8 Eastern on Thursday nights, and he has a show immediately after that called Pagan Propensities, which airs at 9 o'clock Eastern, though he himself is at Central Time. At your time, that would be 5 o'clock Eastern, or 5 o'clock Pacific Time, and 6 o'clock Pacific Time. And these are also on Para Encounters Network.
Mm-hmm. And then once a month you have we have a bit show, don't we?
Once a month on Aphrodite's Kitchen, I have a feature that I try to time with the full moon, and I call it Bitch Night because all my previous female guests from the recent past get together on the show and we howl at the moon and say irreverent things and talk about our lives. And the whole original premise was that we would complain, but we don't actually do.
I know, but we get so philosophical. I mean, those are good shows, you know. Yeah.
Yes, we wind up talking about all different kinds of things, and whatever complaints that we might start to air, it's like we get very quickly bored with that and wind up going to much more serious business.
Yeah, we do. I have a friend that has a problem with the name bitch, and I'm trying to explain to her it's not a person. It's our bitch night. It's not a person. It's not a female dog. It's just we attempt to bitch, bitch. Oops.
Yes. And also, it's a parody of the word because we howl at the moon.
Yeah, we do. Yes, and it's been really good, no? And,
yes.
And let's see, we had some really good sisters there.
Yes, we certainly have.
Mm-hmm. Just
We've
like
had
that.
great guests, and I have to say that it's been very well received in the community. Sometimes I think people listen to it because they're a little bit scandalized, and they expect it to be rather different than it turns out to be.
Well, actually, there's a lot of viewers because there is, I don't know if I'm correct or not, but I like to think I am. When I look at the computer and there is a map, and then you see all these little things light up on the bottom, and I'm assuming that's where the viewers are. Well,
yes.
Our director tells us that's not true, but I'm not sure if he's right on that.
Well, I think they're viewers for the entire day, not just for our little spot.
But then why does it light up when I get in there?
Well, because you're one of the viewers for the day, and as soon as you actually connect via the internet with Ken to watch the shows, you show up on the map.
I have a big moving circle around me, and it
yes.
and it flashes. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, so much for that. And here shortly, I will also introduce you to Tidal, and he's a really cool person. And my cat is jumping on the table. This movement you see him, that is my crazy cat. I don't understand it. Okay, you have cats too, Anita, right?
Yes, I certainly do.
Mm-hmm. You had a guest the other day that he takes in animals, is that it?
Yes, he is a member of an organization called Alley Cat Allies.
Uh-huh.
And they rescue and, well, they don't just rescue, but they also do what is called TNR, which is trap, neuter, and release.
That's what it was,
cats.
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah. So I was really impressed with that, you know.
Not all feral cats are domesticatable.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are surprisingly willing to be domesticated. People have the wrong idea about them. A lot of the time, they're very eager to be domesticated, but not always. Some of them are very distrustful of humans, and actually, those
There's the
tend to be
cat.
ones that have had previous experience.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I find that most cats that don't have negative previous experience with humans are very curious about us and surprisingly receptive. So,
Okay.
But they
Okay.
have a craft neuter and release program, and it's really an excellent thing for the cats and for the people.
Mm-hmm. So Anita, tell me who Anita Perez is, please.
Well, um, I'm a person who is very interested in a lot of different things. Some people would say that I should be more focused, but then I'd get bored.
Mm.
So I like to write. I like to make things. I'm a very creative person. I have what I call the craftsman's instinct. I love to make all different kinds of things, and that includes writing and performance art and cooking and making personal care products like lotions and soap and bath salts. And basically, I like to turn my hand to all different kinds of things because I'm interested in so much that's out there in the world. Everything is an opportunity for creativity and expression and also service.
Next time you do a show where you cook things or do things, maybe allow me to hijack it now that I know how it works. Huh?
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
This is really working pretty good. I have a total blank. This cat thing's really disturbing me. She's been like that for days. But by the time this airs, I can't ask to find out if anybody knows what that means because whatever it is going to be over by that time. And so you have some jewelry. I'm going to pull some of your jewelry off your website
Oh, please do.
and insert at one point.
I didn't get very much notice, so
No.
I wound up not wearing my own stuff.
Welcome.
Oh, except for this. I am wearing.
Let me go see if I can zero in on that.
Let me try and take it off so that I can bring it closer to the camera.
Yeah, I was going to say welcome to my world, Lia Lane. Sometimes she says, well, you got a whole 5 minutes.
This is what is called Viking knit mail. And obviously it's a bracelet. And it's made out of silver wire.
Oh.
And actually it's silver plated wire.
Hold it still for a minute, please.
Copper.
Up. Thank you. Very good. I got it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the method for making this was actually derived from archaeological findings, archaeological artifacts that were found in Viking grave goods. And some of the pieces were very, I guess you would say, degraded by the conditions in the earth. You know, they kind of get, well, not just tarnished, but they kind of disintegrate somewhat because metal tends to react with water and the acids that are in soil.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the pieces were not in very good shape, and what archaeologists did was they deconstructed them. They actually took them apart to see how they were made, some of the less well-preserved pieces. And some were reconstructed with modern materials. And this is actually derived from one of these ancient pieces that came out of the grave. That because artists and archaeologists worked together to figure out how this was made, the method has since been taught in workshops and stuff. And I actually was lucky enough to find a recording of one of these instructional sessions, and I studied it very carefully, and they had a tool that was specifically designed to make these, and I studied the tool and recreated the tool and then started making my own. And they're very attractive, they're very flexible, uh, they're kind of tedious to make, but they're really fun to wear, and I really enjoy the pieces that I've made for myself. I've made a few pieces for other people also.
Now, Anita,
Yes.
can you give us your website, or should they go to my Facebook and get you from there?
Well, you can go to my business page on Facebook by looking up Abracadabra Originals.
That's an easy one.
You go to Facebook and you do the whole address of Facebook, and then you do a backslash, or, well, I don't remember if it's backslash or forward slash, but, and then enter Abracadabra Originals, and that will bring you to my business page. And you'll see some examples of this kind of thing, but you'll also see my hand-woven silk and metallic fiber jewelry, which is also made with wire and thread, and is derived from a very different kind of ancient art, but in this case it's from South America.
Here comes the cat. Oops.
It's related to Neo-Boolean mathematics, or engineering math, and also fractals and sacred geometry.
Now, I want to add some here. Anita has also been editing my newsletters for me, and that's been working out really good. And so, as a result of that, in the July newsletters, there were 2 new crop circles that came in, and she recognized the writing on one of them. You want to explain that?
Well, I started out in my college education as an archaeology major. And when I saw one of these crop circles, some of the characteristics, it had spokes around the edge of the circle boundary. Usually there's like an encompassing circle that forms the boundary. Sometimes there are elements of the design that extend beyond that boundary. And in this case, there were 5 spoke-like formations sticking out of the circle. And I recognized Ogham writing, which is a very primitive form of writing. And it's a curious thing. I guess it tells a lot about human nature, that the earliest forms of writing that we have are actually records of counting things, almost like keeping inventory or keeping track of days, weeks, months, because they were trying to, I guess, establish predictability of seasons, probably to figure out when to plant things or when to hunt certain kinds of animals, perhaps when to migrate to certain hunting grounds. But the first cuneiform writings that we have are all accounting records. And the first Ogham writing that we've been able to actually decipher is all basically efforts to try and track the seasons. So I was able to figure out that these were representative of certain numbers, and what they actually meant, in all likelihood, was a time that was actually the date of when the circle was made. It was like the circle was dated.
Yes, and it was an hourglass, and the other one to me represented a heat wave and flooding. Yeah, that's what we did. So, so what we're gonna do now for a minute here, I'm gonna show you some of Anita's work. And then maybe at a later time, I have permission from Lia from Lia Shapiro, Alien Tribe, to put some music in here for us. And
Right.
so we're gonna go and show your jewelry there for a minute. I'm gonna be quiet. It's just gonna be still photos, and we'll say snap, 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 and then we'll be back for a while. And let's do that, and then you get a better idea of what she is presenting to you. Anita's work. Another pretty blue one. I like that one a lot. Talking about pretty. That's from her entitled TV show. This is from her show with Eric Dunn. This is a brain we both found fascinating. This was from Aphrodite's Kitchen, Bitch Night. And here's the rest of the shows. That's all, folks. Here is some of her work. Beautiful work. Here's the next one. So if you like purple, it reminds me of amethysts. I have a dress to go with this. Here's some of the material. What beautiful colors. Magnificent. And here's the end result. I love this color on these earrings. Maybe these are to your liking. Or if you prefer turquoise. Pastels. Pretty. And I have a dress for these. This looks like beads. I like to name those coffee. This is really pretty. Look what's hiding there. Exquisite, I think. I'm really gonna run out of words to describe these. You can wear these with anything. Wasn't that wonderful? Boy, you got some wonderful pieces there, Anita.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite?
Not that I am in possession of anymore. I've made several pieces that at the time that I made them were my favorites, but for the most part they've been sold and are in collections all over the world now.
Mm-hmm. When I painted, I took pictures of all my paintings before I turned them loose. And do you get attached to the things that you create?
Yeah, sometimes I really do.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to let go of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also attached to eating and electricity and gas in my car.
Oh, that's a good one. Can I quote you on that if I ever need it again?
Certainly may.
That's a good one. I would actually like to go somewhere and film a little bit, but I'm attached to gas too, and hotel vouchers. And so far, they're not coming this way. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Boy.
I should also add that my cats are very, very attached to kibbles.
Kittles, yeah.
So.
You know,
Sometimes,
in my next lifetime, I would like to be my cat because cat gets everything that she wants. Unfortunately, we don't have the diva anymore. I just got a little maniac here today. She's running all over the place, but whatever kitty wants, that's what she gets. And how many do you have?
I have three.
Three. Yeah. Well, I have one. Oh, and I have some sad news. My stick bugs died. They were hot, and I got them for Christmas 2 years ago, and been very faithfully taking care of them. And we have babies, and they get out of little holes, and they run up the wall, and then I can't find them. And then I have to go to my daughter's for leaves and things. So just the other day, I went and got a blueberry bush for my bugs, so I can feed them. And right about then, they rolled over and left this planet. Yeah.
Do you think it might have been from something that the people at the nursery sprayed on the leaves?
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, that would not be good because that would make me a stick bug murderer.
Well, no, not you, but the person who did the spraying, who, of course, had no idea that you had stick bugs.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because they died within a couple of days of me feeding them those berries. Hmm. Which brings me to, which is kind of close to both of our hearts. I'm really involved with I-522. That's the labeling law for Washington State. And if you join us on Facebook, we get information from all around the world about GMO and what it does to people and what kind of stick bug experiments we are as people. So you have nothing in the making in Maine as far as labeling your food?
No, actually, there is something that has been going through the legislature here, but this is, in some ways, Maine is a very contradictory place. It's very conservative in a lot of areas, but the people here are very protective of the environment and very progressive in that way. So it went through part of the legislature, and they've been approving the labeling law or the act that would become a law. So far, it looks like it's going to get passed here.
Well, we are at the point, and I like to remind you that now we did the think tank, we put it together, we got more than enough signatures, the signs are all over the place, but the key to the whole thing is you have to vote. And all we ask him, like our sign says, it says, label genetically engineered food. So we have a choice to buy it or not. And that is all, unlike some other people trying to ram their ideas down our throat. Uh, we not didn't we don't want to be told what to do. We would like a choice to buy it or not. So we need your vote, come voting time, that we actually pass this. And some of the stores are already carrying non-GMO food. Trader Joe's and some of the co-ops and some stores have some things. You just have to look for it. And I like for you to know, I went to Walmart the other day, no, Costco's, and was talking to a man that was handing out organic juice. And I asked him what that meant, and of course, he had no idea. And so I asked him if his fruit was GMO, and he didn't know what that was. So I was able to give a whole speech at Costco's in front of the orange juice stand because he didn't even know what I was talking about. I forgot.
Wow.
I forgot to tell you that I gave a speech at Costco's. Yeah.
So he was the demonstrator, the product
Yes,
demonstrator,
yes, he was.
and they didn't bother to fill him in about the product at all.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I wasn't sure what it was, so I decided not to drink it just in case. Yeah. Because Costco does carry some GMO products, but once you know what they are, you just go to Trader Joe's and buy them. Just like, for instance, the corn is GMO. And that's all we ask for is a choice. And we are not mind
Yes.
readers. We are psychics, not mind readers. We don't know. We like to have a label on that. Yeah. What's your favorite pastime?
Probably, I would say reading or making things
Mm-hmm.
or cooking or playing with the cats or hanging out on Facebook.
Now I have a question. One of the wall hangings behind you is moving. Do you have a fan on, or did it just move for?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
fan on.
I thought you might have a ghost.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, maybe, but it's moving because of the fan.
Oh, okay. Well, so we know what it is not. Now that I know how this works, this is really a good thing, because we can do this a lot. And but you had a long day too, didn't you?
Yes, it has been rather a long day, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to be a guest than it is to be a host.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, like when I go on your show, all I have to do is put my face on and nothing else. And sometimes I'm a still photo. When I'm really pretty, I'm still photo. And when I don't look so hot, then I'm moving around like this. Yeah. But then that's all. It's finished, and then when it's posted, oh, by the way, just because you missed some Anita shows is not an issue because they're all archived and they are accessible where?
On YouTube.
On YouTube. So if you like to see some of her beautiful stuff, her good work, and that can be arranged. In fact, I could, if I had to, I could even pull them over to my YouTube channel. You know that?
Yes, you could.
Yeah, we should have thought of that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to find them, all you have to do is do a keyword search using the names of the programs, and they'll pop right up.
They pop right up, and I will pull some over. And then we're going to do Lia Shapiro for a minute, and she was very gracious to let me use her new video, song and video. And I'm really envious, Anita, because you got Lia Shapiro on your show. And she wants to come to the studio in person, she said. And when next time she comes through to Olympia, and then she said she would, but you got an interview and I didn't.
I'm sorry. sorry.
I know.
But I'm glad too, because she was a terrific guest.
That's what you said, yes. Yeah.
But that's when we were on Blog Talk Radio, before we got onto Para Encounters Network.
No,
so we only had audio.
Yeah, she's another workaholic type person. Well, I think we're more than workaholics because we don't really get paid, so you can't call it workaholics. We are obsessed. Would you agree?
Yes. That's probably very true.
That's a better word, huh? Yeah. We are obsessed. And Anita is on Skype.
Yes.
Anita Perez. I'm on Skype, Sigeria1. And no, we do not need generals from the peacekeeping force. Unfortunately, you will be blocked, so that's not going to work for us. And let's see, they have so much in common. We could go to our programs here by subjects, but that's sort of an overview who Anita is. Yeah. So what's on? This is going to air 6 weeks from now. Give us a list of some of your guests, please.
Well, let's see. We're going to have on Emily Carping, who is the designer of the Transparent Tarot, which was a very original idea. The tarot cards that are actually printed on transparent plastic. And the images are very minimalist so that they can actually make what appears to be sort of film strip or storyboard, and they can overlap, and they're marvelous. Very, very original.
I cannot visualize that.
Oh, they're wonderful.
Yeah.
We're also going to have on Julie Cuccio-Watts, who is the woman who designed the Ancestral Path Tarot and the Mat Tarot and the Journey into Egypt Tarot, which the imagery is incredibly powerful. They're almost, each painting is almost a force of nature. They're incredibly powerful, incredibly potent images. And the cards are very, very effective for reading purposes as well. They're very well crafted also. We are also going to be having on Mary Kay Greer, who is a very famous tarot author. And she's written 21 Ways to Read a Tarot Card and Tarot for Yourself, and a very good book on tarot reversals that I think is actually called Tarot Reversals. And she's quite a personality with a great sense of humor and very, very accomplished tarot reader. She's one of the few people that I know who has actually been at it longer than I have. She's been at it for like 45 years. And I've been at it for only 38 years.
I wouldn't know how to put a time on me. This is funny. This is what it looks like when somebody is trying to call in. So I'm going to pause this for a minute, okay?
Sure.
And that is what it looks like when a Skype call comes in. Actually, Rachel Meadows or somebody showed that. Somebody accidentally gave a, oh, cat, don't knock my camera over. They showed what it looks like if you give somebody Skype name and they start Skyping in. You can't see anything. All these people trying to Skype in. Anita, You said you got the transparent cards in the meantime?
Yes. Yes, these are wonderful, wonderful cards made by or designed by our upcoming artist. I'm putting a white cloth behind them so you can see.
Oh, let's see, I have a glare. Let me see if we can see it. Oh, I don't think this is good. Oh, there was the cat. That was, I can't see it, hon. Maybe, here comes the cat again. What's wrong with my cat? Oh. I don't know if I could work with those. Could you?
Yes, absolutely. They're wonderful, wonderful cards, but you have to have the right situation. And you can layer them. This is the really cool part about it, is that you can actually layer them.
There's a cat. Okay, move, kitty.
That's 3 different cards layered together.
I gotta move my cat. Come here. Come here. She's right in front of your face, Anita. Come here. Move. Come on. Go. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. You stay away from my TV. Okay, Anita, I'm sorry. You had a cat right smack in front of your face. All right. You back on.
Okay. Well, here's another card. The transparent tarot.
Yeah, I have no idea if that's going to come out or not. I'll try. Okay, well, we'll try. Okay.
These are wonderful because you can actually make them into a sort of storyboard and layer them on top of each other.
I don't think that shows up very good. Maybe it looked different on TV, but from where I'm sitting, it's not doing it.
The images are a bit different than traditional tarot.
Uh-huh.
They're minimalist.
Uh-huh.
Very, very simplified because they are made to be kind of stacked or layered on top of each other. But this is a watershed event in tarot design.
I don't know what that word means, a watershed event.
It means that this is so original.
Okay.
It changes a lot of things about the whole field of tarot.
Uh-huh. Well, I would say.
It sets a new precedent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very, very original concept.
Yeah, I've never heard of it, but how interesting. Well,
and we're going to be having the designer is named Emily Carding.
Uh-huh.
We're going to be having her on in early August. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. She is also a performance artist as well as a tarot deck designer.
Mm-hmm.
And she has also designed a transparent oracle card deck, which I do not have, unfortunately. Can't have everything. After all, you keep it.
I know. My colleagues just wanted to know how so many of us are sick and have no money, and we are so brilliant. And you know what I said? It is what it is. Beats the hell out of me.
Yes, I don't know how I managed to get this far and still be so broke.
I know it. Yeah, that's... Oh, one last thing. Did you see by any chance Adam Curry designed the app that's now on the TV, on the telephones? And I forgot, I can't tell you what it is. You have to go to my Facebook, but it does some wonderful, and Adam is always doing something wonderful. I just love that young man, you know. Yeah. So,
I would like to also show a few
yeah.
cards from the latest deck by Julie Crucio Watts.
Yeah, there one more, and then it's time to go.
Okay. This.
That's better. Yeah, there's still a glare. Oh, wonderful. Good, good. Right there. Right there. Mm-hmm.
These are very shiny
Wow,
cards.
I see it. Very beautiful. Yeah. Very, very beautiful. Okay, Anita, all we have time for is to say we see you next week, huh?
Okay.
And join us on Facebook and Pen.
Our Encounters Network.
That's it. It's late at night and we're tired. And we'll see you next week. And thank you so very much for being my guest with this experiment we had.
Well, thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah, I see you on Bitch Night.
Yes, indeed.
Bye-bye.